In this box, I have one of the most expensive footballs ever made. But this is just one of 7 luxury football products that I'm going to test out today. And to see how good these luxury items really are, I'm going to be testing these super expensive products on the worst pitch I could find, my terrible Sunday League pitch that I stopped using as it basically became abandoned. So that should be fun to see how a pair of Gucci football boots perform on this surface. Let's get into it.
So to start off, I need a luxury outfit to wear throughout the video. So I looked online and bought the most luxurious football shirt that I could find. The 2008 Juventus away shirt. And if this doesn't scream money, then I don't know what does.
This is one of the few golden football shirts that have been made, so it was a perfect way to kick off the video. So I've got the shirt, but now I need some gold boots to go with it, which brings us on to our next luxury football product.
So first up, we've got a pair of football boots, and these have got to be the flashiest pair of boots I've ever seen. Solid gold. They're exactly the sort of thing that you don't want to be wearing on a Sunday League pitch. Let's take a look. So they're made by Diodora, and they come with a little note here. Let's read what it says. This model in ultra soft premium leather is made in Italy in the world famous Monte Bueno shoemaking district, expert in the manufacture of sportswear and home to authentic niches of excellence. Now already these sound pretty unreal. An innovative product of the highest quality, meticulous selection of raw materials. So by all accounts, this product is top of the top. Let's take a look at it. Wow. And here are the gold Diodora boots, the finest Italian leather, the finest craftsmanship. Just look at that, man, absolutely insane. What a way to start this video of luxury football products. Let's get these things tested out. Right, putting these boots on now. Honestly, these are the last things you'd want to be wearing on a Sunday League pitch. You are #1 target to get snapped, but they do look pretty cool. Let's test them out and see how they perform.
So these boots were very nice to use and actually felt pretty decent on the Sunday League pitch. But I do think the colour is just a bit too much for me. I don't think I'd feel comfortable wearing these in a game.
Each product in this video gets more and more exclusive, so if these are the first, just imagine the stuff later on.
Later, I'll also be cutting open a £200 Versace football to see what's inside. But next up, let's see what happens when a world-famous car brand makes a football.
Right, so next up is an interesting one. I've got a football made by a luxury car brand, Lamborghini. Now, it's an interesting one because there is quite a few football products made by car brands for some reason. I guess the whole speed aspect and stuff plays into it, but this ball looks pretty nice. We've got the Lamborghini badge on the front. Let's unbox it. Let's get it out. Quality on this feels really, really good. The badge is embroidered in there. They've got this bit that says Automobile Lamborghini, and that's stitched in really nicely. So far, so good for the Lamborghini football. I'm liking this.
So the ball looked really cool and felt very premium quality. But to test it out, I wanted to do an epic trick shot that involves my car. It's not quite a Lambo, but it'll do.
Right, so this trick is all about speed. I'm gonna do some keep-ups, kick the ball in the air, run through the car as quick as I can, and then hopefully control the ball the other side. Happy days, Lamborghini trick shot complete. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, just mapping my route straight through there. Let's go. Okay, attempt number 1. Oh.
Now I've got to say, this ball was actually really, really good quality and really nice to use, and definitely better than some of the more expensive designer footballs that I'll be testing out later on.
Oh. Oh. I don't know if this is going to be possible, man. Oh. Need more speed.
So I was getting close, but I just needed a bit more speed, and after many, many attempts, I finally did it.
Yes! Oh, oh, come on, Lamborghini football. Wow, that was quick. Trick completed.
Now, changing up from the loud money Lamborghini football, we're going to add a bit more class to proceedings and see what happens when a 100-year-old luxury designer brand makes a pair of football boots.
Right, the Gucci football boots, and these things could be insane. I can't actually remember how much they cost, but I'll put the price on screen now. The box is certainly something. It feels very, very heavy. Let's unbox them. A lot of paper. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so first thing, an individual shoe bag, and then each boot is also wrapped in its own bit of plastic. And here they are. Man, these are just very, very strange. I've got to say, the leather does feel very soft. Look at the stud pattern on the bottom as well.
So far, so good for the Gucci boots, but how will they perform?
They literally look like school shoes, to be fair. So the Gucci boots, and I'm sure that no one that owns this pair of football boots will ever be using them on a pitch this bad. But today, I'm going to be testing these out and taking shots until I score a worldie with them. Let's go.
On feet, they're actually really comfortable, but now it's time for the challenge. Score a banger in the Gucci boots on this Sunday League pitch. I opted for an around the world half volley top corner shot.
I'm not sure what playing surface these boots were designed for, but I'm sure it wasn't this. Come on. Oh.
So I wasn't having much luck with this shot, but eventually after about 100 times, I got this.
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying?
So I definitely wouldn't recommend the Gucci boots, but I do have high hopes for this next luxury football product.
Right, so next up, I thought I'd buy a product that's a little bit different and that's not a pair of football boots or a football. Can you guess what's in here? Probably not, because this is a luxury pair of shin pads. Now, this is the fanciest boxing I've ever seen for a pair of shin pads, but when a pair of shin pads costs £70, I guess you expect it to be pretty good. And don't worry, I'm gonna be putting these through some very, very strict tests. First up, let's unbox them, the Smart Armour shin pads. Wow, that just looks insane, man. That is so soft inside. They feel super lightweight as well. I want to know how a pair of £70 shin pads perform.
So I've got some pretty serious tests for these shin pads.
But before we do that, a little comfort test with these. Wow. I'm not going to lie, they do feel really, really nice. Start off with a kick test. Protection, pretty good.
So next up, to test the strength, I took out the sledgehammer. And they bounced back absolutely fine. But how would they do against a car? Once again, the luxury shin pads were unharmed. So I would actually say these were fantastic, super lightweight, very comfortable and very strong. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for these next products. So most of these expensive football products have not been great. So maybe the reason for the crazy price tags is what's inside. This Louis Vuitton football is one of the worst I've ever used. And these Balenciaga football boots are equally as bad. And if you want a set of World Cup footballs from Louis Vuitton, expect to pay around £150,000. Yep, you heard that right, 150k. So if I cut open this Versace football, surely there's something extra special about what's inside.
So maybe the answer as to why these luxury products are so expensive is down to what's inside of them. So yeah, let's find out. That literally looks the same as like one of those £10 footballs. It's actually mental. There's nothing special inside here at all. The quality of the ball, the quality of the material, just nothing about it makes this ball worth £180.
Now, before I test out designer brand Prada's insane £800 football, they also made a pair of boots, which is one of the most expensive pairs ever, costing £500. Let's take a look at those first.
Okay, now these things look seriously nice, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. This is a collaboration with Adidas and Prada, and I'm not gonna lie, these do look super nice. Some of the softest leather I've ever felt. I love the cover for the laces. You've got the Prada logo down there. Everything about these boots is actually sick.
So as these cost £500, I'll be taking 500 shots with them and seeing what the best goal I score is.
They look like one of the few times where a designer football boot actually is good. I'm sure they weren't designed for this sort of football pitch. Right, 500 shots with the Prada boots. This is shot number 1.
So I took loads and loads of shots with these boots, and although many of my attempts were terrible, that can't be blamed on the boots because they felt fantastic. These are seriously one of the best football products made by a designer brand. But after my 500 shots, this was the best goal I got. Now it's time for the final product of the video, an £800 football.
Right, so for the final product, I saved potentially the best till last. In this box is one of the most expensive footballs of all time. This thing cost £800 at retail price. £800 for a football. That is just ridiculous. It's made by Prada. Let's just get it open and see what's inside. Wow. That is very strange. First off, we've got a bag to put the ball in, but we don't care about the bag. We care about the ball, and it looks like this. Wow. So it's an all black football. It's come with some weird, I don't know what this is all about. I guess that's for style or something, I'm not sure. But this is Prada £800 football. Now the fact I paid £800 for this is actually making me question my life decisions at this point, because let's be honest, can a football really be worth £800?
Well, for 800 quid, I expect every shot to go top bins. But first, let's try some skills.
So the last thing I should probably do with this ball is use it on concrete, but I want to try some freestyle with it, so yeah. Let's give it a go. Right, first few touches. Let's see what it feels like to use an £800 football. Very, very soft.
So this ball was good for skills, but now the big one, shooting. And I'm expecting top corner every time.
This has to go top bins, surely. Oh! Okay, that's a good start, actually. There was a lot of knuckle on that. Whoa! To be fair, it's already 10 times better than the Louis Vuitton football. Mate, that ball flies. It's actually really good, really nice, really soft to kick. Oh. So if this ball costs, say, £50, I would say it was really good, but like most products in this video, it's just not worth the price tag.